Hi, I'm Beck from Becstable Cooking School. Thanks for joining me today. As chefs, we're taught numerous techniques to minimise waste, essential for the smooth operations of our cafes and restaurants. It helps us economise while being kinder to our planet. Today, I'm eager to pass on some of these sustainable practices to you. What we'll cover today includes a few key topics that can make a significant difference in how we approach our kitchen sustainability. Firstly, I'll share some eye-opening statistics from OzHarvest, revealing just how impactful our everyday choices can be. It's quite surprising what they've found, and it underscores why our actions matter. Next, we'll outline a practical plan to reduce waste in our own kitchens. This plan isn't just about saving scraps, it's about transforming the way we think about and use our ingredients. We'll also explore actionable steps we can all take to further reduce our kitchen waste. Whether you're cooking for one or a large family, these strategies are adaptable and effective. Finding recipes that help minimize waste can seem challenging, so I've added some recipes to the free ebook that you can download. Lastly, we'll discuss some of the innovative storage solutions to extend the freshness of your ingredients, which can help you save money and reduce trips to the supermarket. Did you know that technically there's enough food produced in the world to feed every single person? The real issue is about one third of this food that's produced globally goes into waste. This staggering amount not only represents a lost opportunity to combat hunger, but also has a significant impact on our environment. Today, we look at how we can change this starting right in our own kitchens. In Australia alone, an astonishing 7.6 million tonnes of food is wasted every year, costing us a whopping $36.6 billion annually. It's essential to remember that when we talk about wasting food, we're not just talking about the final product that ends up in the bin. We also need to consider the precious resources that we're wasting, like water, energy, and labour that go into producing it. Each slice of bread, piece of fruit that's wasted represents a little piece of these resources that are lost. Consider this: throwing away just one hamburger wastes the same amount of water as taking a 90-minute shower. To put it another way, that's equivalent to filling 15 bathtubs with water. Imagine the impact of every uneaten burger. Furthermore, let's talk about how we dispose of our food. A whole head of lettuce, for example, can take up to 25 years to decompose in landfill. This slow process is due to the lack of aeration in the tightly packed landfills. Contrasting this with composting, where chopped up organic material can decompose quickly and turn into valuable soil, enriching rather than polluting the environment. These examples highlight just how crucial it is to think about the entire life cycle of the food we consume and dispose of. Today we'll explore practical steps to not only reduce our food waste, but also manage it more sustainably through methods like composting. Let's take a moment to consider the impact of food waste on our wallets. Did you know that food waste costs Australian households over $2,000 a year? That's a significant amount of money that could be saved with smarter shopping and eating habits. And it's not just about the money. Australian households waste a staggering 2.5 million tonnes of food each year. To visualise this, imagine the weight of about 8,000 aeroplanes. That's how much food we're throwing away every single year. The statistics aren't just numbers, they represent a call to action for all of us to start making changes in how we buy, prepare, and think about our food. Interestingly, the most food waste doesn't occur in restaurants or supermarkets, it happens right in our very own homes. Each of us wastes approximately 312 kilograms of food per year. What's more, that's an alarming 70% of this wasted food is still perfectly edible. This includes leftovers that are forgotten in the fridge, foods discarded due to confusion over best before or use by dates, and simply buying more than we can consume. This shows that with a bit more awareness and careful planning, we can drastically cut down on the amount of food we waste. Let's discuss how we can turn these leftovers into new meals and better understand food labels to make smarter decisions that benefit both our wallets and the planet. So, what can we do? We can buy seasonal produce, plan our meals, don't over-purchase, and create a use-up shelf. An effective way to start reducing our food waste is by seasonal produce. A quick Google search can tell you what's in season right now, making it easier to choose the freshest, tastiest, and most sustainable options. While our supermarkets offer a wide variety because we demand it, much of this produce travels from other countries, accumulating significant food miles. These miles not only increase our carbon footprint, but also affect the freshness of the food by the time it reaches our plates. On the other hand, platforms like Cookie Dough Australia can help us with seasonal recipes that maximise the use of our local produce. If you need help with that, just sing out and I will show you how to find those recipes. Additionally, shopping at farmers markets supports local agriculture and reduces our environmental impact. Lastly, when you buy perishables, plan to use them within a week. This simple step can significantly cut down on the amount of food that we throw away, keeping both our fridges and planet a little healthier. When planning a weekly menu, it's a great first step to take a quick inventory of what's already in your fridge. This simple action helps prevent buying duplicates of what you might already have and makes use of ingredients that will soon expire. Oz Harvest had a great idea recommending that we create a use it up shelf in our fridge. Place items that need to be consumed soon on this shelf at the end of each week. It serves as a visual reminder to use those ingredients before reaching for new ones. Also, don't forget to check the freezer before you make your shopping list. Often we have more stored away in our freezers than we realise, and this can save both on time and money while reducing waste. By incorporating these habits into your routine, you not only minimise food waste, but also make the most out of every supermarket trip. Oz Harvest gave us this idea, and I think it's a great one because it's so simple to do. Creating a use it up shelf in your fridge is an awesome strategy to combat food waste. It also allows you to quickly see what ingredients in your fridge that need to be used up first. You might find yourself coming up with new and interesting meals based on what needs to be used up, which can be fun and rewarding. Plus, it's a straightforward way to make sure that you're buying only what you truly need when you head to the supermarket, making sure your shopping is more efficient and mindful. So let's talk about storage. Proper storage of our groceries can significantly extend their freshness and reduce waste. A simple guideline is to think about how your local supermarket stores their produce, what's refrigerated and what isn't. For example, potatoes should be stored in a cool, dark and well-ventilated space. This environment helps prevent them from sprouting prematurely. It also is important to keep potatoes and onions separate because they both emit gases that can cause each other to spoil faster, reducing their shelf life. By mimicking the storage methods of supermarkets and understanding the unique needs of different produce, we can keep our food fresher longer and make the most out of what we've purchased. Baskets like the ones you see in my image here are brilliant for storing fruits and vegetables. They allow for better air circulation, which can help produce keep fresh for longer. For herbs and leafy greens, a helpful tip is to line the storage container with a paper towel. This absorbs excess moisture, which can accelerate decay. Similar for berries, placing them in a paper towel-lined container not only absorbs moisture, but also helps keep them separate, reducing the risk for them squashing each other and spoiling prematurely. Bananas are best left in a bowl at room temperature to ripen evenly. However, if you want to slow down their ripening process, what you can do is pop them in the fridge. The skins will turn dark, but the fruit inside will stay firm and sweet for longer. And don't forget, if you have too many overripe bananas, they can be chopped up and frozen and used for things like smoothies or baking later on. Okay, so I've created an ebook that's available for you to download, packed with innovative ideas on how you can give new life to food scraps. In this ebook, I discuss why consuming food with little nutrient value isn't the best choice. You're often better to compost it. The ebook is filled with creative suggestions for transforming leftovers into delicious new dishes. It also provides practical advice on what to do with overripe fruits or those that might not look perfect, but are still perfectly fine to eat. These recipes are great for dealing with fruit that kids might reject due to a small bruise or blemish. Moreover, I've included recipe ratios that are designed to help you flexibly use up various foods and leftovers, ensuring nothing goes to waste. For example, when I cook rice, I always plan to have some left over. It's a versatile base that can be used in many other meals throughout the week. Lastly, there's a section on what restaurants do to minimize waste. Many of these professional tips can be adapted for home use, offering you ways to run your kitchen just as efficiently. The ebook is not just a collection of recipes, it's a toolkit for making the most out of your food, saving money and reducing your environmental impact. Okay, so that's about it. Thank you for joining me today. It's important to remember that we each hold the power to make a difference. By adopting even small changes in our daily habits, we can have a significant impact on both our planet and our wallets. Being responsible for our actions means embracing these simple adjustments to our lives that contribute to a more sustainable world. Together, let's commit to these changes because every little bit helps in our journey towards a better and more sustainable future. If you have any questions or want to know more, join our Facebook group. We're more than happy to have you.